Some of the most talented volleyball players on the planet continue to inhabit Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. While the competition for a first ever individual volleyball title nears its deciding days, questions remain. Will Bethania De La Cruz hang on to the #1 spot and the gold jerseys? Can Jordan Larson finally take a Monday night victory to remain the championship favorite? Who will turn personal and team success into a final week purple or blue banner? Bree King, Ebony Wanabu, and Leah Edmond all vie for the captain's chair. We offer you answers tonight. So sit back and get your popcorn ready and enjoy our international cast of superstars digging in, hitting back, and serving up athletes unlimited volleyball. The final night of week 4 is here on FS2. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. What kind of week do you want to have? What impression do you want to leave headed to the final draft day? Two teams answer those questions inside Fair Park Coliseum. Team Low takes on Team Hunter. Welcome once again, everybody. I'm Kevin Barnett, joined by my partner, two-time national team captain, Salima Rockwell. Salima, two teams that have shown vulnerabilities this weekend. Give me one thing each team must accomplish to take a W here.
Well, I think for Team Hunter, it's really the little things. Miscommunications, cover plays. There are a lot of balls just falling in between people. I think if they clean that up, they can really have a dominant performance. And for Team Low, it's the passing. They have to be able to count on more than just Karsta Low. So if they can handle the ball, they can win the match.
Let's take a look at our Geico leaderboard. Team Low has managed to get some team points on the weekend. That has not happened for the women in purple.
No, it's been a tough stretch for them right now. But the leaderboard, you're seeing these team wins are putting players at the top of the leaderboard. It's a tough battle between 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and it's going to be interesting again tonight.
So much yet to be decided. Let's take a look at our X Factor focus here. Simone Abbott first on the outside.
Well, I tell you, Simone Abbott has found her stride. She's playing with rhythm, she's playing with confidence, and really taking control of the match. If they can get her the ball a little bit more, I think that's going to be really important tonight.
On the right side, Sheridan Atkinson has herself had some fantastic plays.
Man, she has been so good, just hitting high over top of the block, led her team in kills last evening, also was second in digs. So she's really doing it all for her team right now, and they need some more people to step up and help her out.
You're ready at the pins. How about get ready in the middle? Here's Taylor Morgan. First serve's on the way.
She's a runner, she's a track star. Time to go, 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 time to go.
Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Fair Park Coliseum on the 277 acres of Fair Park in beautiful Dallas, Texas. Both teams on the Terraflex and ready. Take a look at our starting lineups for both sides. Team Low wearing blue. Deja McClendon at the outside. If they're going to pass, Deja has to pass well.
Deja has to pass well. She's been doing it. She's been a little bit streaky, passing more positive than otherwise, but she needs to handle the ball well so they can get the ball to other people.
On the other side for Team Hunter, here's a team that came in expecting to lead in blocks. They did not in their last match.
No, they did not. And we talked about this in the open. It's just little tiny plays, I think, for Team Hunter. Some miscommunication, some things that if they just clean those up, tighten things up right at the end, I mean, they can take this match absolutely.
Leah Edmond, former captain at the outside hitter position. Lindsay Stalzer alongside her will handle the passing duties. As we look forward to this match, let's bring it in.
Opening the match, shooting for Team Hunter, Kelly Hunter.
Kelly Hunter. Down the middle, Taylor Morgan right away. Give me a couple things each team needs. We talked a little bit off the start, but to dominate this match.
Well, and really, if they can handle the ball like that and get Taylor Morgan the ball, you see what she does when she gets set. She's going to score. She's going to score at will. So they need to take care of that ball and have just a little bit more of a balanced offense.
Team Hunter coming right back the other direction now. And Leah Edmond gets a kill. Maybe that's part of it.
Well, and that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. Leah Edmond didn't have her best match last night. She's working her way back into it. It was all Sharon Atkinson, followed by Leah Edmond in the kills. But really, she needs to have a big match, and they need to use that block. That's why they drafted Corey Crocker. That's why they drafted Ali Bassinet.
Karstelo is blocked right away, so you're passing well, you're blocking balls.
Look at that.
Team Hunter.
What is that, Nostralima? What do you call it?
Yeah, Nostralima.
It's 2 plays, but that's okay. I'll take it.
No word on when the tarot card reading is this week for Nostralima, if you wish to see her. That ball is long. For Team Hunter, Leah Edmond has lost 4 of her last 5 matches. It's getting frustrating for her. She last won on Monday night, a week ago, against Team Wannabe.
Well, it's really frustrating, especially when you're leading, you know, you're at the top of the leaderboard, or you're at least hovering around there, and you know that's on your individual point. She wants to win. She wants to win games.
Nice set to the outside. Cross-court winner, Simone Abbott.
Really nice set there by Bree King. Beautiful dig here, controlled dig, but you see Bree King gets Corey Crocker to jump. One-on-one opportunity outside.
We've seen a notable change in Simone Abbott and her choices in different situations. As Stalzer hits down the line, something you and I talked about earlier before this match began.
We did talk about that. That's her comfort swing. It's her big swing. She's really good at it. I know there's a big block in front of her, but she can tool, she can chip, and she can still hit it.
Yeah, for Simone Abbott, it seems to be a mind shift where, okay, when the ball isn't there, I'm going to tip. I'm going to be conservative.
Yeah, and I think before it was taking big cuts when it wasn't the right time, into the belly, the blocks, stuff like that, and I think she's gotten way better at it.
Stalzer chips, and it's just wide. That was a tough ball. But that's exactly the kind of ball we're talking about with both Stalzer and Abbott.
Yeah, just trying to keep that ball in play. It's a tough ball, like you said. It's way outside the antenna. But still, you have to manage your game, give yourself an opportunity to play defense.
Abbott from the service line. Her team up 1. Early action. Good serve. Atkinson OT. When Sheridan is in rhythm, there are a lot of teams going to pony up some money.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just really hard to stop. It's the arm, it's the speed, it's the height, it's the range. You know, it's everything.
So Atkinson to the back row. Laser overpass. These are the ones you have to convert. And they don't. Kind of a story for both sides.
And that's what we saw in their previous matches, just finishing plays. This block doing a nice job. You see Nia Grant already there waiting for it. She and Bree King put up a really nice block. Those are those out-of-system swings that Stalzer has to see, recognize that block that's set, and do something a little bit different.
Good touch for Team Low. And a turn, Deja McClendon right off the block and out.
That's a really nice play, the start to finish, the touch off the block by McClendon, and then getting that transition play. A nice play by Lowe underneath to control it.
Loman in to serve. That ball hits the antenna. I wonder what the key was for a better start for Team Low. They lost 25-20 to Team Delacruz. They would rally back and win. Then they went down 13-3 and lost 25-16 against Team Larson in that first set. They rallied the mid part of that set, but they've not gotten off to ideal starts.
No, they haven't. They've started slow, and that you don't want that to be the characteristic of your team. You know, no matter what team you're on, and you talk about it. How do we come out of the gates a little bit faster? Is it with just more energy and body language? You know, is it let's just take one play at a time so we're clean with our touches? You know, there's different things for different teams that can allow you to start a little bit faster.
Well, they've started faster here. They've converted a couple of easy opportunities. Lowe and Hunter facing off here in first of our 2 matches on the evening. That ball inside the block and down count for Bree King. We'll have Larson and Dela Cruz, which has become a regular feature.
It really has.
On Monday night.
Really nice set by Bree King to start the play, and a nice finish by her as well.
Setters love nothing more than to take a big cut at the ball.
It is pretty fun.
There's a could have been outside hitter inside every setter.
Every still rather set.
Kind of like every Italian volleyball player is a could have been calcio star, which is soccer. Not one of them ever set out to be a volleyball player. Everybody wanted to play soccer first. Ali Bastianelli back to the line. Her team down 2. And that ball is long. So the team's trading some early service errors.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that. They both talked even yesterday about we got to drive the ball, we have to serve tough, get them off the net. They understand the value of that, so you're going to see some early misses just with some aggressive serves.
This has been a good scoring rotation for Team Lowe with McClendon. And right away, McClendon does it on her own.
It's a really nice serve. It's nothing crazy, you know, it's just a nice flat float, a little bit of movement on it. You see Edmond right at the end kind of swing her arms as she's trying to track it.
Perfect pass this time. And an even better dig. Abbott with the tip, and it pays off once again.
Really nice job by Simone Abbott over there on the left side.
Simone Abbott's game continues to grow, as does the lead for her side. They're up 11-6. First quick start for Team Lowe. Inside Fair Park Coliseum, Team Hunter continues to look for the right solution. What was the plan with the draft at that number 4 spot? Let's check in with Kelly Hunter back on Tuesday.
Our strategy was to find a really balanced team, and being a setter, I need a lot of hitters around me. And so trying to find a power outside, first of all, and having the first pick was really helpful there, and then just trying to find balance around that.
That's your guaranteed rate draft recap. Leah Edmond was the number 1 pick, had been performing exceptionally well. The hitting hasn't been there this weekend, 160, 150.
Yeah, it's been the kills. She's leading in kills, but it's her efficiency, and that's where she needs to clean up a little bit, clean up those errors, maybe some of those plays where she's making some unforced errors. But she has the ability to do it. She's done it for 3.5, 4, almost 4 full weeks. It's in there, and she knows that was the best choice for Team Hunter.
Yeah, look at the draft picks. There was Edmond and Stalzer. So you went outsides first, but it's a difficult spot. Being the setter, you get the first pick and then the 8th pick.
Yeah, so you have to wait to see what went, you know, and it's a lot that happens in between those 2 picks. And coming back, you knew you needed another outside hitter that can handle the ball and get something done on the outside.
The debate had to have been between Ebony Wanabu at the number 1 or
for sure.
Leah Edmond. You felt like you got a more complete play with Leah Edmond.
That's a tough call. That was a tough call for sure.
McClendon back to the line, 11-6. Another tough serve, second ace in this trip to the line. That's one of the numbers people don't always get in volleyball that is tracked by teams. Serves per rotation. So when you go back to serve, how many times do you serve the ball? It tells you if your team is scoring or not in that rotation.
Right, so it's not just the serve. It could be an ace, it could be the block.
Yeah.
It could be the defense. There's a lot of factors involved, but a tough serve starts it off, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, how long are you back there just rattling them off?
Right, it could be your front row that's really the strength in there. Speaking of strength, Sheridan Atkinson again.
So interesting. I want to notice, I don't know how long they're going to do this or how often, but Team Low, big swing by Sheridan Atkinson, have switched Rosado and the left sides. She's playing middle back, and now their outside hitters are playing left back, so we'll see if that makes a difference for them defensively as well.
Perfect pass from Rosado. Low with the kill. What are the positives or negatives of deploying that strategy, libero and middle back?
Well, positives could be a better read out of that middle back position and a cleaner defender in that left back, so just maximizing your defense. But the drawback is losing the pipe. So your outside hitter is now in that left back. If she can shift over and hit that pipe, that's okay. But it's not as good as having it come out of the middle.
Corey Crocker out of the middle that time for Team Hunter. Mentioned Leah Edmonds struggles, lost 4 of 5 for Corey Crocker. She said to me last night, I'm 0-8. The last win for Corey Crocker was March 1st. And she says, listen, at some point you have to look at yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true for a middle blocker. I don't know how much you can actively affect the game if no one's passing well. Blocks are harder to come by, certainly, than kills. But it's been a rough run.
I mean, she's played well. She's blocked a lot of balls. When she's getting set, she's scoring.
Came into the weekend tied for the lead in blocks per set. I don't know what more you want out of a middle blocker. That ball's wide. Oh, they're called in. My bad. My camera had it out, but it was in.
Oh.
Right on the line.
I don't know. Was it? I think it was out. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if we can get a different view behind Sheridan Atkinson. I can't quite see the ball land.
Live, to me, it looked out. That looks like it's all the way to the G, but we'll wait to see what the next angle is. Remember, 2 challenges per side, per set. As we look at another view of it all. You make the call at home.
Gotta see that a little bit slower. See if we can catch that thing bouncing.
Lima, you should be getting the contract. I think we're going to try and get Baylor, Scott, and White, the athletic trainers, doing such a tremendous job with the players and getting them ready to play. It'll be the Baylor, Scott, and White. You make the call with Salima Rockwell.
Oh, I like that. I get like free therapy.
Yes,
like
announcing therapy.
Sessions.
No more TMJ for you. Now 14-9, big challenge here in terms of momentum for Team Hunter. Can they stay in touch in the first set? We do not have a good angle to see it. So we'll remain as called in. A close one, as good as instant replay is. Not every play can be called. Low to the line, 5-point lead. Atkinson, Doug, libero in the middle back. And it pays off with a big swing from Simone Abbott.
I like this. I like Rosado in the middle back. It's a nice tempo ball. She gets on that thing quickly. Crocker can't quite close.
McClendon with the dig this time. Abbott outside again.
Great cover by Mia Grant.
Beautiful bump set. Abbott this time on D. Here comes Karsta. Blocked again, Stalzer. It was not just the middles in terms of blocking when this team was put together.
No, it was the pins as well. And you'll see Stalzer lining up nicely. Look at her, she doesn't move. Does a really nice job lining up perfectly and dropping that left hand right there.
Ball is dug, but no one is there for the second contact. 16-10, Team Low. 1 timeout, 1 challenge used on Hunter's side so far in this first set. Holly Tolliver will enter to serve. Hope she's getting more sleep with her buddy Bash in the room there.
Aw,
Her
little
brand new
Bash.
puppy.
Yeah, brand new puppy.
Careful with your shoes when he's excited to see you.
So cute.
He's super cute. Stalzer down the line. Nice dig. Tight, too tight. Sheridan. In cross court. Reminiscent of Shayla.
Tell you, that's a nice changeup, and I'm sure Rosato's back there because they've heat mapped Sheridan Atkinson a lot. Where is she hitting the ball? And now she mixes it up, moves it around, and high over the top and inside the block.
Atkinson back to the line. She's hit 210 in both of the last 2 matches. Sheridan pops that one up. We would love to have gotten a swing there. Team Low makes him pay. Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico, their Sport of Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, it's, you know, Team Hunter is looking for ways to finish the plays, right? So they need to convert, they need to score, and they're just a little bit out of sync, a little bit out of rhythm when they're transitioning. Some scramble plays that could be cleaned up just a little bit.
Lohman in again to serve. Boy, Lohman has done a nice job in this role. A serve right on point. And to your exact description, communication.
And it's so important, especially as passers, working with one another. They're really talking about seams, talking about whose ball is whose. And that's a big component in the game of volleyball.
Team Low 1-1 on the weekend. They're up big here in the first. Team Low up in the first set. Every player here partners with a nonprofit coming in. Brianna Holman has her partner Interaction.
I chose to support Interaction because they support Black, Indigenous people of color, and they create and cultivate an environment where they're able to have those tough conversations in communities, neighborhoods, and schools, and help them reach their full potential.
Brianna Holman, a terrific career at Nebraska with Kelly Hunter, as a matter of fact, national champions.
Yeah, they had a fantastic year. We were on the receiving end of that semifinal, but Brianna Holman, fantastic player. It's nice to see her supporting her cause as well.
Lives here in the Dallas area, came off the reserve list, really got into cycling in her post-volleyball life. So good to see her here. We're hoping to see her on the floor at some point soon. Brianna Holman right now backing up at the middle position for Team Hunter. Fans, if you want to get even closer to the game, join the Unlimited Club. You can do it for free and select your favorite player. You need to get on somebody's team. You might be on Team Abbott. You might be on Team Holman. You get to pick that. Unlock special access, additional content, and more. And if you want even more, upgrade to a paid membership for a whole year of benefits. You can join the players in voting for game MVPs. Nice defense there. Karsten Lowe has picked up some of those MVPs. And Stalzer gets the kill. You can also vote our end of season awards. The Geico Defensive Player of the Year is one that's going to be handed out. $5 grand on the line there. Learn more about the Unlimited Club. Go visit auprosports.com and click on Unlimited Club. And you're really supporting the league. Fans, I implore you, if you love to watch professional volleyball, you like what Athletes Unlimited has put out here, get behind it in a real way. Thank you for watching, and vote with your wallet too.
Absolutely.
And that's just from the volleyball person in me. The community has to buy in.
Well, it's so important. There's been so many people supporting and just an outpouring of support from the volleyball community. You guys are all watching. It's so awesome to see coaches and teams and players and just friends. But man, if you can support with the Unlimited Club, that's huge for Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, if you're in a position where you can do it, we know what has gone on, obviously, but if you can't, get on AU Pro Sports on Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram. Share that stuff. Encourage your friends to watch. Get your kids and your teams to watch. Get people to tune in. It makes a difference. We have one more weekend after tonight. It'll be championship weekend. The next match coming up is maybe a preview of the championship, Dela Cruz versus Larson again. I think this format has been incredibly compelling, and the fans have really enjoyed it. So figure out whatever way it is you can show your support and do it. 20-13 here in the first. Team Hunter's going to need some support.
They're going to need some support here. I think they can figure it out. They have the ability to do it, and anytime any team can rally. Kelly Hunter's done a really nice job with her team, and she's figuring out how to lead them and what works best for them.
Again, a bad pass. Atkinson, can she clean it up? No, yes, she can. That was a nice run by King.
That was a nice run. I thought she was going to get it. Nice reach by Rosado, almost there in the right spot. But Sheridan Atkinson, again, just moving that ball around with enough range to keep Team Low off balance.
How about that for a kill? The upward slap.
That was sweet. You don't train that play.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to work on our upward slap motion.
Underhand slap tool. Out of bounds. Nice play by Carstello.
Improvisational jazz by Carstello here in set one. Atkinson inside the block. She's been so effective on the left. And this has to be her best percentage start of the weekend.
Well, they're doing a nice job. Covered her on the first play. She goes a little bit sharper on the second play inside the block. You see Deja McClendon talking to Simone Abbott right now about that angle and those angles that she has.
Blocked by Crocker. They're all over Carstello. That is the third time she's been rejected.
Man, what a move by Corey Crocker. Look how fast she is, and big and high, and finishing back in the court. She is so incredibly athletic. It's so fun to watch her play the game.
Nia Grant could not execute the upward slap tool there.
It's not for everyone.
No. Bodina Alieva skipped that one off the tape. To the intonations of "Let's go, Odie." There's Karsten in rhythm for the kill.
Really nice job by Deja McClendon. Handling a short pass.
Karsten holds the two highest kill numbers in any single match in AU history here, 25 and 23. Another bad pass from Stalzer. Abbott quick down the line.
They're speeding that thing up for her out there. I like it. She's getting on it quick. On that first step when Bree King has the ball in her hand, maybe even that second step, she's just on it fast. Look how quick it goes past the block. She can hit it right off the edge of Sheridan Atkinson.
4 for 7, Simone Abbott.
Well, you know that high, slow ball out there where Atkinson is going to be trouble.
Don't try and tip it either. That's in the scouting report. Do not tip on number 16. Again over the block.
That's just over. Not hanging around it. Over the top of the block.
Simone was in exactly the right spot. Odie with the dig. Simone, the soft stuff, goes again.
Yeah.
This is a whole new Simone Abbott.
It is, and you saw how high she had to lift it. You're talking about don't tap on Sheridan Atkinson. You gotta go way up top. Make sure she doesn't hang there waiting for it. Look at that. Drops it right over the top.
Set point for Team Low. Abbott now to the line. Stalzer straight down the line. Was waiting for some call.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at the net.
Yeah, because that was a back row setter. Was there no contact from Hunter?
I don't know what happened. Look, that was like an illusion,
Yeah.
a magic trick.
Second set point opportunity. Team low. Carcelo's blocked again. Well, if there's one saving grace here to the first set for Team Hunter, they have managed to steady out, and they really have Carcelo's number.
Well, again, look where they're lining up. That's the key. It's all where you line up. You get on that left hand, line up your left hand on it. She can't tool you out of bounds.
Abbott, another good pass, and McClendon puts it away. And that is the end of set one. First time on the weekend, Carcelo and crew have won the first set. Tamamiya Shiro welcomes her crew out, and we'll get them ready for set two. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. In between sets with Captain Carcelo. Carsta, finally we meet under good circumstances. Your team wins the first set. The passing has improved. People are making plays. What have you worked on in practice that's translated to the first set?
It's not finally we're meeting under good circumstances. We've been under good circumstances recently.
True.
I love it.
True.
I love it.
Well, that was the first thing I heard. Yeah, I think, we really put a lot of pressure on them with our serving. I think that was really, really important. And then playing defense where we can. And I think, I think we scouted them really well and we're able to see them. So I'm interested to see how they changed up and us adapting as well.
And what do you think you need to do moving forward here to maintain this lead? That's what you're looking to do.
For sure, yeah. I think, if they start changing it up, giving us some junk, making us hit the floor, I think the sooner we can adapt as well, the more successful we'll be.
What about your own game? They seem to be on you right now.
Yeah. I'm hitting right into the block, and it's frustrating. So, yeah, lots of work to do, hitting higher, hitting edges of their hands.
Okay, very good. Good luck in the second set.
Thanks.
Fun stuff with Karsta there.
So great.
Yeah.
It's fun talking to her, hearing her responses. I mean, because she's always so honest. She just kind of tells you as it is what is in her head. But, man, she's been so good this season. It's been so impressive to watch her just take over matches and do what she does.
Yeah, a couple of matches ago, she absolutely took over after the first set loss. They would win the next two and the overall against Team Dela Cruz. She was superlative.
She knows she needs to bring it even more, especially if Team Hunter can kind of steady out. They have the ability to play at a high level, and she knows she needs to be as good as she can be tonight to come up with a total match victory.
One of those hitters that can break out, kill 8-9 in a row, and reverse. You think early on, oh, they're only hitting, whatever, 110. What a bad night. And then you look up a set and a half later, they're hitting 330, 350 or higher. She hit 450 and had 25 kills in that victory on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was crazy.
25-20 in the first set. Team Low over Team Hunter. Team Hunter still looking for the solution, but they did play better down the stretch of that first set. Plenty of time to come back if you're Team Hunter. 40 team points taken in the first by Team Low. Number 180 total available. Atkinson there a little early. Doesn't matter.
You saw her stutter step a little bit to get that kill, but she still managed to make it happen.
These are how the individual points are made up. It's your actions, the MVP points if you get them, and your win points from your team. There's 180 team points every time a set is won or an overall match is won. Remember, that's overall score. Right now it's 26-21 in that overall as we start in set two. You win 40 points. Those 40 points go into every player's score, and you get 60 for the overall. And what a difference it's made. We mentioned Corey Crocker earlier and how she and her teams have struggled a bit. She's getting mid-40 points per for her overall score. She's adding 40 points a match. Contrast that with Shayla, who's one of just a few players who last night broke 400.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big difference. I mean, it's everything. So you look at the total points, you want those set wins, and you want to win the whole match.
Shayla Castro will be in action later, or Team Dela Cruz as they face off with Team Larson. Oh, Nia Grant. Love that connection, about 5 feet off the net.
I really want you to see where she's starting all the way on the left side of the court and hitting that ball to the middle of the court. It's a nice play. It's hard to defend. You got to watch the middle blocker, has to watch her coming all the way in from the left side.
Touch by Grant. Oh, Simone Skyball. Another touch by Grant. And over and around the block goes Carstelo.
A little kind of rhythm bump set from Rosado. Normally you see this high ball coming from the libero. She kind of just shovels it over there and gives her that ball that she likes to hit. I like that set.
That was high over in the seam. Tough ball to defend.
Service error for Team Hunter. Shona Atkinson, the serve for Team Hunter.
3-3 as the teams are pretty much matched up in rotations here. Two front row setters against one another. Both opposites in the right back. And that ball was out. As is that one off the block. That's two in a row.
Yeah, it's coming fast, man. She's getting on it quick. Ali Bastianelli's there, but not completely over on contact, and that's why that ball goes out of bounds.
Atkinson has 8 kills to lead all attackers. Simone Abbott has 6. Carstelo, on the strength of those last 2, also has 6. And there's a block for Deja McClendon. Boy, was she over the net.
She was over the net, and that's what we're talking about, being locked out and ready before the ball is swung. She's up in the air waiting for it. It's a big play. Look at her. Look at the fire of Deja.
First block for Team Low. Nearly another there. When Nia Grant is slowing everything down at the line. It's Deja again, this time offensively. 6-3.
You know, you talk about Nia Grant. I saw her when the teams were warming up. She was by herself on the practice court, just making block moves, talking to herself a little bit, like smacking her leg and getting focused again. It was kind of cool to watch. She was super locked in. Again, understanding the value of all these points, these sets, and wants to win.
It's working right now for the Ohio native who herself had 2 national titles at Penn State. Has been playing overseas a number of years, and whose draft stock has gone up and up and up. Her early struggles, it was tough on her.
It
at
was
the very
really
beginning
tough.
of the league.
It was really tough, and it's tough on everyone. You don't even know what to expect. You come in, and it's hard. It's all challenge, but then you get used to it, and you say, hey, I just have to play my game and prove my value.
Down the line goes Leah Edmond. Waiting for a signal from our referees. They called the ball in.
The line judge called it out, and I think that's why.
Now here's Nia Grant. She's now the 4th pick in the draft, the first middle taken.
Yeah, she was.
She was an afterthought
Before.
at the very beginning. McClendon covers herself. Well, there's just too much traffic in there. Did not get a good set for Carstelo, who's blocked again.
And any of those higher balls,
Brianna Holman in there with the block.
they're doing a really nice job. Again, a block of Team Hunter lining up nicely on Carstelo on those higher sets, either out of the back row on that C ball.
We wonder when we might get to see Brianna Holman. The answer is right now. There's an old rivalry, Penn State versus Nebraska. Used to be a Big 12,
It lives, right.
Big 10 rivalry. Now they play in the same conference.
Look at that, off the net. Kelly Hunter has to start moving out to the pin when that ball's a little bit off the net. It leaves Nia Grant one-on-one with Brianna Holman.
Lohman in, remember she picked up an ace. This time she picks up a dig. Deja off the block. Terminal outside.
She just slapped that ball. It was close, it was tight. She knew what she wanted to do. You see her just kind of drop her hand here and turn it out of bounds.
You love the ones that hit the block, go out of bounds on your side.
Yes.
No one gets that. That ball was too tight. Turned out of bounds without a touch.
Took a big swing at it. That was available for her. That line was there. But Team Hunter doing a nice job. Got Carcelo on the floor earlier with the tip. Had a free ball coming over to the other side of the net. They've got to work on some strategy there.
Backslide. Brianna Holman picks up the kill.
There's a connection that didn't go away. Beautiful set by Kelly Hunter to Brianna Holman.
Chose not to play overseas after her career at Nebraska. Straight set down. A Bree King special for you all.
It is her special.
Not even on sale, it's just gratis.
That's it.
The Canadian native making her home in Vancouver these days. Maybe we'll see her back with Team Canada. That joust won, and the ball sent long. Point Team Low.
Tell you, I like watching the middles battle up there, and the ball's close to the net, and they're all just pushing it into each other's hands. See this play, high play above the net. Everyone just going hard. It's a nice play by Taylor Morgan, staying strong over the net.
Morris driven deep. Atkinson, can she get a swing? No. Taylor Morgan can.
Yes, she can. She's up. She's ready.
Quickest of the quicks.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Look how fast she comes in here. Boom, she's up and ready.
Played her college ball in Minnesota, most recently wearing the colors of Louisville. Doing a little coaching there. Rosado pops it up. That was a neat looking dig. Atkinson, roll, shot, kill. Probably the only two opposites who could effectively swing while standing.
You know, I was thinking about that earlier when she free-balled it over. It's like, I want to see the Carcelo standing down ball from Sheridan. Look at this dig by Rosado. Just kind of lays out there for it. This is a hard hit ball deep into the court.
Another gopher. Hugh McCutcheon hopefully tuning in. Watch being proud of his Gophers playing in the pros here. And pushing it right through Corey Crocker.
She's got to be frustrated on that one. Corey Crocker read it. She was there. She just didn't get her hands. And that's exactly what she's saying right now. Just got to shoot him over there faster. A little late with her hands getting over.
Team Low kind of inching away, just inching away.
Up by 10 in the overall.
Now like a race car driver just lapping 2/10 of a second every lap, 2/10 of a second. It adds up over time. That's what's happening here. Now the lead is 5. McClendon to the line, scoring rotation for Team Low. More defense from the women in blue. Edmond right side. Doug. Abbott went for it.
Yeah, that was a swing that she was trying to go hard cross court. You could see it. She wanted to do it, even though it wasn't the right, maybe the right move to make. She didn't have it. She cut that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, 10 feet off, sharp angle. Oh. Nice dig. Noma. There you go. There's the angle.
It exists. He didn't run out of real estate that time.
And she keeps it high.
Look at this dig by Noma. Wow, that was a nice play off the block.
Noma Velez Agosto, pardon me, in demand. Felt like Team Hunter stole her from De La Cruz. That one's inside the block. Grant a little bit off the table.
Well, it's that fast arm of Stalzer that gets that ball through the block.
Good coverage, opportunity coming. Both sides have had one of those digs now.
Yeah. It's kind of those balls that are in that, not right in that sweet spot, kind of between in a weird angle, and they just reach out for it with one arm, two arms, but still couldn't create that angle.
Abbott, another kill.
Really, really like that speed, beating the block with speed out there.
Simone Abbott with Team Low had a really rough time. A couple of weeks ago, hit negative .015, but in her last match before joining Team Low this time, she hit .440. That is more the woman we have seen. Yeah. She had 17 kills. And her team has some confidence in her with good reason.
What a play by Abbott.
One of the most difficult plays to make. Run at the net, stop your momentum, and block a ball. Athleticism from number 42. Team Low with the lead, 41-31. We asked all of our players to talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how that affected their volleyball career. Here is Saria Freeman with Believe You Will.
I was always in the gym. Like, I was a gym rat. I just was so happy for the opportunity, and I just wanted to learn and grow, and my potential just went up. You know what I'm saying? I was this raw, athletic kid, and then now all of a sudden I became like this really big physical kid, you know, a year later, and I remember just being bombarded with offers and like letters from all these colleges that I had never even heard of. What came out of that was I ended up going to actually Florida State, and so I got a scholarship to go there. And so that's what changed my world. If I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity, I probably would have been at a community college or had to go start working right away, because I knew that there was no college fund for me. You know what I'm saying? It was either a scholarship to go to college or you're not going. And I put all my effort into it, and it paid off.
That is Believe You Will, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate, an outstanding career at Florida State, All-American honor mention, and your candy salesman.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. She sold candy when she was little to make money. I tell you.
To make lunch money.
It's so impressive to talk to her and have those conversations about everything that she's been through as a young kid, athlete, player, everything. It's been quite an evolution for her, and she's, I don't know, super hyper focused on just really getting better at everything in life, and her education. She's got her master's. I mean, she's just crushing it.
Our Geico defensive play of the game has come in the second set. Dolly Rosado with it in the middle back.
I mean, Leah Edmond hit this ball so hard, and I swore it was going to break her wrist. She just kind of stays balanced. They put her back there in that middle back. So she's hanging out there in the middle back area of the court.
Dolly Rosado. an asset in this weekend. She's supporting I Play Like a Girl, has a couple of sisters, parents Daliana and Carlos. And her team is up here in the second set. They lead 41-31 in the overall. Kevin Barnett alongside Selima Rockwell. Not an ace, but Team Hunter in trouble. And it's coming every which way in return now. Team Low is scoring.
Mia Grant took that free ball. She and Dolly Rosado had a little conversation after that. And Dolly's like, get out of my way. Could you let me take that free ball, please?
Bree King 2 for 2 at the net. All right, so Simone Abbott's riding that line right now.
Yeah, just working on her swings, her decisions at the right time. So see if she can kind of reel it in a little bit. Smart decisions when the ball's not perfect. Tipping over the top like she was doing before. Recycle it back into the block. She's fine.
You can see the growth.
Mm-hmm,
you can see the learning, the thought process of I got real conservative before. Now she's kind of gone back the other way. Her team has a little bit of a lead. That time Kelly Hunter got her, so a couple back-to-back here for what has been a hot performance from Simone Abbott.
Well, you got to give credit where credit's due. This is Kelly Hunter, who's such a good blocker. Look at that swing block dropping into the angle. She does such a nice job at that. One of the best blocking setters here.
And she was preloaded even before. She saw her turn her shoulder before that ball was even set. Low inside the block and right between two defenders.
Nice job keeping that ball in front of her and still hitting it with some pace. That ball's behind the 10-foot line, not really leading her into it. But Carcelo, with that arm, does a really nice job moving that ball around.
Stalls her. Nice touch by King. Grant! That thing was straight down, but just wide.
That was a nice swing. No one's arguing, but the line judge didn't see it. But I like the touch from Bree King and the transition behind the slide. She might go back to her.
Thanks to the folks interacting with us. Sam on Twitter, watching Team Low versus Team Hunter is the Monday fix I need to start my week. Thank you for filling my afternoon cup of volleyball.
When you see that slide, the play before, we talked about this last night, creating that offense. Opens up that back row attack for Carcelo down the middle of the court on that pipe.
Since it was 8-6, Team Low has opened up a 5-point advantage, more or less held on to it.
And that was a nice set by Kelly Hunter. She's on her knees, bump sets that ball high and right on the money.
Our Team Hunter trailed by 5 coming out of that first set, 25-21.
Perfect set. And a nice high blast by Leah Edmond.
They now trail 44-35 overall. Holman to serve. Bree King winning the joust. Confusion reigns. Still. King and McClendon for the winner.
Wasn't the prettiest rally, but the ball was alive. keeping it under control. Let's see a nice play off the block by McClendon, and look at Bree King keep her in system there. She forces her, get on your horse. I'm not setting this ball high. If we can keep that rhythm, we can continue to beat the block.
If I had to draw a picture of that last rally, it would look something like the old Bugs that used to scream, "Raid!" It would look like those guys. Sometimes you just can't get ahead of the ball in a rally. Interesting effort by Edmond. Here's a good chance. Edmond converts.
So a stark difference between that rally and the last rally.
Yeah.
Controlled touches, ball. It was a little chaotic, but everyone was bettering the ball. And that's what you see when the ball is a nice dig by Holly Tolliver and then a perfect set out of system there. A great play by Rosado and then a perfect set. Like that's what you need to play great volleyball.
Trying to cut into that lead, Team Hunter. Just out.
It's Alex Holston over there.
Yeah, so a lot of changes for Team Hunter. Alex Holston finally getting some run. Brianna Holman getting some run. Good to see Alex Holston out there, number 33 in purple.
Looks like she's going to take a sprint across the court here in rotation 1. Not behind like Carcillo, but across. We'll see.
Here comes Holston. Was that off the block? No, it was not.
It's a nice swing by Alex Holston. You got to get herself warm, get her arm going here. Another lefty. We've got a lot of lefties in this league, so they prefer to be over on that right side of the court in this rotation.
Timeout called, 22-16. Will all the changes pay off? Can they rally here, Team Hunter, in the second?
I just love you. I just love like everything about you.
You're so good, Deja! Deja, I love you. You're so amazing. I knew it.
We now know the robot is the go-to for Taylor Morgan.
It is the go-to. She is so good at that.
Relentlessly positive. And a real positive development to have professional volleyball here in the United States. Sheridan Atkinson on her thoughts, having played overseas, on the development of AU.
To AU, for those that want to play professionally in the future but don't want to go overseas, hopefully that this league will be able to stand on its own. It shows everyone, okay, volleyball is here to stay in America, and the pressures of having to go overseas, it's a lot, and it's very hard to be alone over there in another country for months at a time, trying to speak someone else's language. A lot of reasons why girls stop their careers is because they don't want to go overseas, and they don't want that added level of pressure. I'm already a performing athlete, a high performance athlete, that this is my job, and then you add on top of the fact that I'm in a foreign country, I don't speak the language, I can barely say water in their language, let alone just live my daily life. So having the opportunity to establish that here is going to open up so many other doors for so many other women.
Excellent points from Sheridan Atkinson, who has 10 kills, hitting around that 500 mark in this one. But at the moment, they're looking for any change at all. Put Alex Holston in, and Alex fits in that exact mold. She was lonely overseas, came back to work in computer security.
Right. I mean, a lot of players have done that, so you see that. And Sheridan Atkinson is absolutely right that having a league here in the United States changes everything. It absolutely changes everything.
There's a kill from number 33. And we ran into Jamie Morrison last night. Not entirely surprised to see the changes we've seen, are you?
Well, no, because you're trying to figure out what can we do? What is it? Yeah, I think that was the hard part, is trying to pinpoint, like, why isn't this working? Sometimes it's just a little change, and who knows for what reason can get you on a run. So, of course, Sheridan Atkinson playing really well, but sometimes you just need to mix it up.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have another move. That was an excellent block move by Morgan alongside Lowe. Block numbers continue in this one. 6-3, Hunter with the advantage, but lately it's been a few from Team Lowe. 23-17 in this second set. That one hung in the tape long enough. Holston quickly. Much faster ball overhead.
Much faster. She gets on it nice and quick. Such a fun player to watch. Positive energy always coming off of Alex Holston. I love the speed of her arm. Provides so much. It's really nice to see her get an opportunity to play here.
New Orleans native. Was an All-American in college. See if she gets again. No. Tapped over by Holman. Yeah, on Alex Holston, she said that I got interviewed on stage at the AVCA banquet, which typically happens at the Final Four. She said I blacked out. I have no idea what was said. No idea
I don't
what
remember
I said.
anything. I don't know what happened. So funny.
Touched by Stalzer. Crocker with a dig. Back set from Crocker. Givermeyer tried that one last night. Oh, yeah. Didn't get away with the second one. First one was a little dirty.
Yeah, that one was really dirty.
24-19 set point, 14 low. Looking for a total of 80 team points. 40 for the first, and what would be 40 for the second. Disappointment again reigning for Corey Crocker.
This is set ball.
Carson kind of going for it on that one.
Well, you're up by a good bit. You want to drive the ball. I mean, she's not happy with that miss, but at the same time, she went for it.
Three good options for Bree King here. Carcelo out of the back row. Nia Grant could be on a slide. Simone Abbott's been playing well on the left. Team Hunter with the turn. Abbott is under. Covered herself, but went underneath the net.
That's tough. She was doing the Larson throwdown. And did a nice job covering herself, but yeah, just underneath. And it's a nice push here by Team Hunter. Even if it's energy, momentum, closing the gap with points. I mean, it's an 8-point difference overall. This isn't out of reach.
49-41 for the overall. Grant. Deep into the court, winner closes out the second, 25-21. Much celebration on the low side. Can they go for a sweep in the third? We'll find out. It's on the way. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Back inside Coliseum, 50-41, Team Low with the lead. Talked about the nonprofit partnerships between athlete and organization, beneficial for both. Here's Dolly Rosado on Play Like a Girl.
I chose to support Play Like a Girl because I want little girls to know that they also have the opportunity to play and to make a career out of the sport if they want.
There a look at Dolly Rosado, originally out of Puerto Rico, played in Minnesota. And yeah, opportunities abound, but we were chatting the other day about the importance of seeing the professional level of some sport for the younger players.
Well, it's so important. I mean, to be visible and to be on TV and have people be able to see her play, it's really cool and it's super important. They can strive for something, exactly what she's saying. And I tell you tonight, I like her in this middle back. I like her roaming around back there. She's in good spots, and I think she's doing a nice job cleaning stuff up, but also digging those hard-hit balls in the middle back now.
Double-figure digs, 2 sets in. We've definitely seen it benefit her team, the opportunity to swing in transition. Also had the Geico defensive play of the game. And if you miss breakfast, she'll bring you coffee.
She'd do that for you.
And eggs and bacon.
Yeah, she does that.
Thanks, Dolly. We appreciate it.
It was really nice. I was really hungry.
We missed breakfast by about 5 minutes one morning. She was sitting down there, and we left disappointed. Kind of just a little tear rolling down my eye.
She worked her magic.
Yeah, she texted us later. I left this for you on the second floor.
It's awesome.
Thanks, 2-7.
A giver. She's a giver.
Team Hunter, it's a struggle right now. They've gone to the well. They've changed everything that they can. They put Odina in for a little while. They brought in Holston. They brought in Holman. Where will they go in this set? Holston stays. Jamie Morrison and Captain Kelly Hunter making moves. Edmond off the top of the block. They're up 1-0. Yeah, Edmond's numbers. She's hitting about 260. Kevin Barnett alongside Selena Rockwell, match 1 of 2. From Fair Park Coliseum, closing out week 4. It is championship weekend next week. Our final and 5th and final weekend of competition. Stalls with a nice dig. Karsta rejected. Couple of balls recycled, and eventually it's Edmond.
Leah Edmond taking some really smart swings high off the top of the block and hitting it hard. That ball's going out of bounds. Hard to control. And you see Rosado back there in a pretty good spot, but man, she hits this ball so high and hard, she couldn't quite get to it.
2-0. Another tough serve. Holston misses the tip.
She's shaking it off like, hey, you know, my fault. She just didn't quite get her last 2 steps to the ball. The ball was falling inside. She was anticipating it coming outside a little bit further. Couldn't quite get to it.
Back to rotation 1. They will stack and then run. I would serve short position 2, right in front of Kelly Hunter. This is exactly what happened. Abbott right through the block.
And look at this play by Bree King. Nice swing by Simone Abbott to finish. Bree King just does so much for her team. It's how she keeps them in system, how she handles the ball.
Karsta Lowe finally dishes one out.
There you go.
Thank you to our presenting court sponsor, Geico. Their support of Athletes Unlimited in its inaugural season here in Dallas, Texas. Team Lowe, Team Hunter. First match, final day. Week 4. Stalls are out of the back row. Getting just enough of it was Grant. She is long at the net. Another good touch. The captain to the deep corner for the winner, 4-2.
Well, that's a big block. You talk about long arms of Nia Grant and Karsta Lowe getting some really nice touches on the block. Look at that, completely controlled. McClendon's able to get it right where she needs it to go.
Grant at 6'2", but with those arms, much bigger.
Much bigger, yes.
She's a good size middle international, but not huge by any means.
No, but she uses her length. I mean, she's good with her hands. She can move them around. That ball caught her inside the net. But especially when she's hitting in front, I mean, that reach is really, really high, and she can hit over top.
Yeah, tremendous amount of mobility, too. I hope you saw when she made that block, the big step off and over to be available. Miscommunication on the set that time.
See, Grant kind of stayed out for what you would call a 3 or a gap, maybe, and looked like Bree King maybe thought she was doing that step in that we showed you earlier, where she was coming in off 1 foot in front.
4-4. Edmond from the back row, dug by King. Simone is now swinging with confidence.
She is. She's playing well, swinging with confidence.
And this is a player who was being actively avoided at times a couple weeks ago when she was struggling a bit.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing a really nice job keeping that ball in front of her, getting her feet to the ball, keeping her arm high, all those things that you need to do to be successful as an international outside hitter.
Karsten with a dig and stayed down for a moment.
Yeah, is she okay? Or is she laughing at herself?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she thought that ball wasn't coming back. Simone Abbott rips it again.
I think she kind of tripped or slid. And yeah, that was an awkward play. She knows it. But she got the ball up.
Maybe tripped and slid.
Something. It was a combination.
There's Grant in transition, covers herself. Low loads, and I think just long. And Karsten will challenge.
She's either challenging the touch or the in-out. You see her saying, you know, I'm gonna challenge, take a little breather here.
Devaney McClarty, our R2, will go into the booth.
This was a really fast transition. Karsten was already starting her approach on the first ball.
Ball clearly out.
So we'll see if...
First challenge for Team Low. Haven't had a lot of challenges in this one. Why Stalzer makes that move out,
yeah,
right?
So maybe caught that left hand. That's definitely out. I don't think it.
From that angle, it looks like it crosses well outside of Stalzer.
Right.
Yeah, that's the play before, and here comes the attack. Oh, not even close.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Nothing happened there.
And this review is over.
It's done. The party's over. It is interesting how you see all those different angles, and you kind of like, well, maybe it's close, and then you see the one clear one. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, on the one angle, it looks like she's reaching. The next angle looks like maybe it's past her, and the next angle, like, no, it's not even close. Karsten Lowe with the defense again. This time she gets up. Abbott high corner. She was good. Somebody said over. She was good. Inside the block and down finally by Stalzer. I heard Jamie Morrison yelling over at one point. Were there 4 contacts?
No.
Okay. I didn't think there were.
I didn't think so, and then I was like, maybe he was calling her over for the back row attack, but that wasn't over.
No, she was clean there. Look at Jamie Morrison, coached the Dutch team for the last couple of years, leading up to 2019. Currently volunteer assistant coach for Jared Elliott at Texas, and working with Team Hunter this week. 6-6. Right to the back line, Nia Grant, plus 12.
Wow. Okay, we see one of those, I don't, maybe a match for her. She's full commits, waits for it.
Shayla got one yesterday.
Yep, that's right. Hunter laying out for it, trying to make a play. Nice job by Nia Grant staying home there.
7-6, Team Hunter looking to salvage a set victory. Can they come back in the overall? They're down 10. Karsten Lowe playing right back. Can she get there? No.
I like it, like the effort. She's going hard on defense. She talked about this between games. Said We'll see if they might be tipping on me, throwing the ball. We have to make the adjustments. It's definitely having an effect. The rest of the team playing all right, but it's a tie ball game right now.
We've seen Karsta several times kind of slow to pry herself off the floor back-to-back nights, and now the 4th week.
It's a lot.
How careful players have to be with their recovery this week after you choose teams, and then you want to work together and get that balance, but you want to stay fresh. Through the block and down, Deja McClendon is having one of her exceptional performances. McClendon now 7 for 12. Wow. Hasn't hit one out, has not been blocked.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, Team Hunter is hitting 290,
yeah,
which is pretty darn good. Problem is they're giving up 410. Will we have our second challenge? Yep, that was sold. Morgan sold it to low.
He did. Gonna challenge a touch.
The last play will be under review.
We'll see if it was a Chevette or a Tesla.
Look at those hands at the net, and we'll see if we can see this. Ooh, there it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Yeah, that's the Model S right there. It's not even a 3. That was a pretty good touch.
That was a really good touch.
And very quickly, Devney McCarty is back. But now out of challenges for this set. Team Low, remember, you don't keep them. 2 per team per set, but you do not keep them. They do not build up. Stalzer through the block. Nice, perfect play for Team Hunter.
Really nice. You see the block by Team Low move over. You know, they don't have anyone on the right side. That was through the hands of Bree King. Just didn't get over the net. That's a nice swing by Lindsay Stalzer. They need more of that from her.
Dump down, goes over. I don't know what that was. Into the cheese grater, Simone Abbott.
Nice hustle over there by Abbott. A nice job by Team Hunter. Great swing up there by Holman. And a nice connection going there.
And
Hunter and Holman.
Heading into the Gatorade board, you have to be careful with those.
Yeah, you do.
Edmond blocked deep, another one finds the floor near the end line.
I'll tell you, that's tough. Anytime that ball is off the net, you're going to have 2 blockers kind of already there, just waiting for it. Big, big block right there. All 4 hands over the net.
Looked like the left hand on Bree King. Karsta Low back to the front row. King with the defense. Here comes the captain. Down the line. It's a winner.
Tell you, Noma Agosto got her hands up, made a play. And almost Lindsay Stalzer lays out with 1 more step to get to that ball. Really nice defensive effort by Stalzer.
That ball too tight. In fact, over in a net violation against Lee Evans. All right, critical moment here, 12-9. What does Team Hunter need to hang in the set, not lose touch?
Well, if they can pass the ball, right, and move it around a little bit more, get Holman, get some one-on-ones. Some of these balls are off the net. They need to clean it up.
Then Kelly Hunter and Jamie Morrison feeling that exact thing. Will it get away or will they rally?
You literally can use my fan if you want. You gotta open it right in order to use it. Get that lighting, sis. Sweat, no, highlight.
They are so ridiculous. It's so fun watching the two of them, and they're just so funny with each other. I want a fan.
Yeah. And Taylor Morgan hasn't even broke out her dance moves yet.
No, she hasn't.
How about this?
I love dancing. It's kind of, I'm not like a professional dancer by any means, but I just love kind of going like with the music. It's fun. I just love to be goofy and silly and just have fun. I don't know. I'm a very, I wouldn't say I'm like a very outgoing person. I can be an extrovert, but I'm mainly an introvert. The more you get to know me, the more you know I like being by myself. But when music comes on, like even from like a young age, like my mom would say, like anytime like I couldn't like handle you, I would just let you listen to music and you would just be chill. And I'm like, that's crazy. That was my method to kind of relax, was music. I love jazz, Motown. I love more old time songs, but don't get me wrong, I can dance pretty much anything. Anything but country, I can dance to, so.
It's funny, when she was at Minnesota, it was my favorite thing to watch when we were coaching against her, when she would either be on the bench right before the match started or just on the court. She's always dancing, always dancing. It's the greatest.
Yeah, and it continues. It hasn't stopped. You can add in country line. I mean, come on.
She's not doing it. Not gonna happen.
6 of 9. 140 total points. Our team looking for the clean sweep. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. First 2 sets have gone to Team Low. They're leading the overall by 13. And both opposites have now missed. Wrist away, wide. Oh, well.
Looks like there was a net call.
A lot of indecision there happened for a moment. Team Hunter is shocked. Remember, Team Hunter is the only group with a challenge left, but Kelly Hunter shakes it off, and the 5-0 scoring run continues. Cross court, cross body, Brianna Holman.
I mean, that's what they need. This connection is here. We've talked about it several times. They can pass the ball and get Holman, feed the middles, feed Crocker now that she's up there.
Holman keeps low off the net. Man, confusion, but it did not matter. Taylor Morgan rips it.
Wow, that was a nice swing. You saw Carcelo was staying outside, had to play that ball in the left front. She just lays that ball up there for her.
Excellent footwork. Is it all that dancing?
Really nice.
I don't know. Is this like Willie Gault in ballet back in the day? Is that what we're talking about?
Yep, quick feet.
You're welcome, Chicago. (15-10). Again, kind of the same story. A 5-point lead for Low mid-set. 6'4", quick left arm. Carcelo.
That's a nice play by Carcelo. Really nice dig by Bree King. Her legs stayed kind of straight. She just kind of tipped over and dug the ball.
Not quite the standing down ball, but nearly.
Nearly.
A serve down the line from McClendon. The lead is 7. And now you have 15 points left, and you are 16 shy. The overall has been won by Team Low.
Wow. And that serve's going out of bounds. That's a tough serve.
With the overall decided, the set still hanging in the balance. Another timeout for the Hunter side. 67-51 and 17-10. Team Low having a good time during this timeout. It is all relaxed for the blue side. If you want to have a good time, head on over to auprosports.com. You can get your Athletes Unlimited gear. And don't forget to follow us on social, AU Pro Sports. on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for exclusive insider content. Go and do it now. And then if you tweet at us or post an Instagram during the match, you might get yourself in the formulas, babies, dogs, and volleyball action. Let's see here. Yeah, Monday fix. Need to start the week. Yeah, we heard this one too. The afternoon cup of volleyball.
Yes, I like that.
I wasn't aware that was a hot drink.
Oh yeah, no, it is a hot drink. It's a rainy day here in Dallas.
A little bit more here. And is that Northwestern? Has to be with Simone Abbott right there.
It is indeed.
Yep, the alum. Played her ball at Northwestern in the Big Ten, number 42, who's doing an outstanding job once again for her side. Abbott with 11 kills, and Richard Reynolds. Pretty soon we're going to have to find a Volleyball Anonymous meeting.
That's great.
Good job, Richard. Good job. Wonder if you out there have ordered your Topps cards yet. Your time is almost up. You can own a piece of Athletes Unlimited history with your first ever trading card set for professional volleyball. Go to Topps.com now through April 2nd. As you look at Shayla Castro, who'll be in action in our second match. This is your one and only opportunity to own this unique collectible set. As you look at Deja McClendon, she's at the service line. 7 kills on 13 attempts. Been stopped but once. A block and 3 aces. She's coming off one of those aces right now. Edmond slowed. What about Holston? No. She gets the kill.
Well, that's a big swing by Holston. They need some balance for Edmond. When that ball's off the net right now, everyone's just camped out on Leah Edmond. She's got hands in front of her, hard to move around it, so it's nice to have Alex Holston coming out of the back row as well.
Team Lowe's already secured 140 team points. They've won the overall. They've won the first 2 sets. They're looking for the clean sweep. And some bonus to go with that. Morgan, the sweet sauce. Holston down the line. So number 33 taking advantage of the opportunity, Alex Holston. To get ready for AU, she was driving an hour-and-a-half each way to find a group to play with.
Yeah, it's amazing what these players will do. But Alex Holston, like you said, taking advantage of this opportunity and really showing up tonight.
Brother Bo plays basketball at Citadel. One of those athletic families, so many of them, just sporting families. Nice dig by Dolly. And not to be outdone, NVA. What happened there? That looked like the play just melted. I think got too close to the sun or something.
I was trying not to laugh. That was an interesting play. Everyone just kind of fell to the ground. It was a weird free ball, not in anyone's right spot, so yeah, that just ended weird.
Moving on. 67-54, 17-13 in the third. Yeah, sometimes that just happens. Carsto just enough through that block.
Stuff Leah Edmonds right there, lined up nicely. Just didn't finish the play here. You see this swing block there, right? Gets her hands, but Carcelo puts too much on it.
This could be a tough one for the women wearing purple this week, Team Hunter. They have not won a set. Ball too tight. Flying in there was Morgan. And she'll set again. Was it touched? The call is no, so for contact.
Well, and started with that huge play by Taylor Morgan. She came flying in out of the back row to save the ball. Set low, a little bit too tight to the net.
A little more work to do here for Carcelo to get to jeopardy and ice cream.
That's right. But I tell you, these points are super important for her and her leaderboard position.
Medina Alieva in. So the full complement of reserve players have entered on the Team Hunter side. 19-14. Again, that lead of 5. It's been such a similar story the entire match. Team Hunter just unable to gain ground. Holston, another kill. So both opposites have produced some pretty good numbers.
I tell you what, if Team Hunter can go on a tough serving run, which they can, then they can make something happen here.
Lowe handles the free ball. Abbott stuffs it inside the block.
This play, this overload play is so quick. You see Nia Grant is in the air, ready for that quick set, and she just sets it so fast over top of this ball. Look at that. Gets on it quick. And Holman just not over the net fast enough.
12 kills for Abbott as she gets a respite in the back row. Holly Tulliver comes in. Holston, another kill. So both opposites have had about the same numbers. Sharon Atkinson was playing well when they were just looking for any solution for Hunter. She has 10 kills. It's something about 440-ish. And Alex Holston has produced almost the identical number. Now with 5.
Service error, point, Team Lowe.
Some learning opportunities here for Team Hunter. Look like they're on the verge of dropping all 9 sets on the weekend. We've seen some players learn throughout the draft too. We've had a couple of conversations about how difficult that has been, that draft process, and how your value moves. McClendon off the block. Yeah, it's all going Team Lowe's way. They are 3 away from a perfect night. They'll go 2-1 on the weekend. Score a lot of team points.
Again, which is big for Carcelo, and might get her in that hunt, but she was about 300 behind Betty De La Cruz to start.
2 nice touches by Morgan, and the put away for Deja McClendon. That was just like her card right there.
Yeah.
The double-fisted celebration.
Nice job by, look at Bree King here. Gets Brianna Holman to jump on that quick. 1-on-1, a nice swing by Deja McClendon.
Gotta get the elbows in tight.
That's her celebration.
We need some tweets, people doing the McClendon out there.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, Bree King.
Sealing that line.
For the sweep. It is now 24-16. For 180 team points. An exceptional weekend, and probably seeing Team Lowe again in the final week. McClendon with an exclamation point. (25-16) the victory. They win the overall 75-57. We will talk to the victors when we come back. We'll pour through the stats and give you Simone Abbott right after this. What a performance from Team Lowe. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Back in Dallas, match 1 in the books. Team Lowe with the victory, and Simone Abbott, exceptional. 12 kills, 1 block.
Well, she was playing like we saw her early on in the season, just playing with confidence and looking like she's comfortable out there. It's fun to watch.
Simone Abbott joins us now. Simone, last time you were on Team Lowe, you hit negative 015 for the weekend. This time you hit 295. 295. What's been different about you? We've noticed a definite difference in choices. Who or what got to you?
I really have to give it to Bree King. I think a lot of the reasons why I got kills is
Yeah, just keep going. Don't worry about those people behind you.
Is because of the speed of the tempo that we're running, the blockers just aren't there in time. And I think that on Team Low, we were running a bit of a slower offense, and I had to really battle with a lot of these amazing players up at the net. But with Bree, we used the fact that I can get there fast and the fact that she can set it fast consistently, and it made a lot of cool opportunities. So I got to give it to her.
Yeah, that was the biggest difference that we saw, was that speed to the pin, and you were just beating the block.
Yeah.
So you guys were playing with just a little bit more sense of urgency today.
Yeah.
Talk about that. What did you guys talk about, and how did you get to that place as a team?
We wanted to sweep a team. We wanted to win all three, and we knew that if we could take a set off of the amazing team that we played yesterday with so many amazing players, then we could definitely take care of this. So even if there was a lull in the game or we were up by a few, we knew that we wanted to beat them definitively in three.
What kind of feedback have you been getting from around the United States and around everyone, your friend groups, about Athletes Unlimited? Is your brother tuning in or what?
I told him, actually, I was like, your face was on the camera yesterday. Were you watching? And he wasn't. He's very busy with football, and he can be a little irresponsible sometimes. So I have to remind him to watch and tune in. But my mom, my dad, they all are texting me all the time saying how much they love watching me play. My sister and my Grammy were texting me before saying they're going to watch. So I know my family loves it, and I know that a lot of girls playing overseas right now that couldn't come to this league are loving it too.
Yeah, it's so nice to see all of the support from so many people. And talk a little bit, I'm curious about the defensive switch that you guys made with Dolly Rosado in the middle back. So can you talk to us about that and why that decision was made?
Yeah, Dolly made that decision 10 seconds before we went on the court, and so that was really shocking for us, but we knew that she's a great defender and that a lot of balls that Sheridan and their other guns are going to hit are going to be in those seams between 6'5" and 1'6", so we thought that putting her there would be really awesome, and it worked. Yeah.
Simone, congratulations on a great night and a terrific weekend with Team Low. We hope that Team Abbott is filling up.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. Simone Abbott and Team Low take the victory and the overall. A perfect 180 points. Back to Dallas. We'll put a bow on it. Match number 2 is on its way in just a short time. 8 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Network. Team Larson takes on Team Dela Cruz. Team Larson's been taken down 2 weeks in a row by Team Dela Cruz.
This is such an exciting match. I can't wait for it to start. And I think this is going to be the most evenly matched we've seen of these two teams at the end of a weekend.
Team Larson, we didn't know. It's a brand new team for Jordan Larson. It is complete, and they are tough blocking-wise.
They are really tough.
Look at the two players who sit atop our point standings. Boy, the team success has played such a huge role, but Danya Dela Cruz last week used it to be in number 1.
Well, and that's going to be huge for them. They're only 300 points away from one another, so those team points are going to be a huge factor tonight.
Who will be number 1? Who will be number 2? 75-57 in our first match, Team Low. We expect to see Karsta in that position of captain once again. Remember, 8 p.m. Eastern will be over on CBS Sports Network, and we'll be back right here Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern next week on FS2.
Nice
For
job,
Sarah
ladies.
Rockwell,
Great
crew,
team. I
I'm
love
Kevin
you
Barnett.
guys.
Congratulations, Team Low. We'll see you shortly.
Nice job, y'all. How we get 3 blocks in a row?